Hello, my dear friends. Today we're talking about clutter stops. What are clutter stops and why do we do clutter stops? Well, the name says it all. It is a way to stop clutter in its tracks. Clutter stop. And it means that we pick it up, that we don't leave it there, and that we put it in its home. So listen, there's a difference between decluttering and clutter stop. Decluttering is when you take the time to go through a container or an area to pick out the things that you want to keep, that you love, that you need, and or you use, and you have room for it. That's the fifth thing that I've added. You have to have room for it. So that's decluttering, when you take things and you put them in a giveaway pile and things in a throwaway pile and things in a put in another area pile and things that go in this area. That is decluttering. Clutter stop is when you walk through a room and you see that you've left your purse sitting in the seat of the chair, and that your husband's left a cap on a stool, and that your children have left their backpack laying in the middle of the floor, or their shoes, or maybe even these throw pillows aren't where they're supposed to be. Maybe they're on the ground, or they're thrown over here this way and it looks crummy. Pick it up, don't pass it up. Doesn't mean you're OCD. It means you want your home to look tidy and sweet and clean and streamlined. So you take a second. One of my clients that I mentor, Carla, has the 2-22 rule, and that's 2 seconds, 20 seconds, and 2 minutes. And she's using it in her clutter stops, or we have a theme for the month in Patreon, and that's pick it up, don't pass it up. If something, and my friend Safa says this is what she uses. This is another girl that I mentor. She's beautiful. She says, if it takes me less than 2 minutes, I have to do it. And it keeps my house in constant good order. Today I was talking to Denise Jordan, another one of my mentees. I spend all day talking to clients. And she has her own YouTube videos. And Denise said, yeah, this has made a difference in her life. And she's tutoring women, coaching women on how to, especially young homemakers, how to set up homemaking and how to get through it and how to keep it nice. And even she is benefiting from pick it up, don't pass it up, which is basically a little mini clutter stop. So at least 3 times a day, you want to be on purpose on a clutter stop. A pick it up, don't pass it up means you just happen to be walking by and you see it and you pick it up. You don't pass it up, or you get your child to come pick it up. Don't pass it up. Okay? So if it takes 2 seconds, 20 seconds, or 2 minutes, it's not long, and it'll change the shape of your home. And that's what Carla has discovered, and Safa, and Denise, and me. We all can improve. I've been teaching this system for about 9 years, almost 9 years. And I've talked to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I've personally mentored hundreds and hundreds of women, and thousands of women have been subscribed to my channel and on my Patreon. And it's not a huge channel, but it's an important channel. And if you want to share it with your friends, I would highly appreciate it. And I'm sure they would appreciate it if they want to start to get their house in order. So I'm not a minimalist. I'm not a maximalist. I'm what I call a mediumalist. I have things, and I love my things, and I have room for them. I love them. I need them. I use them, and I want them. Okay. So, and I have room. Did I say that? I have room for them. So today we're talking about clutter stops, but I'm also incorporating pick it up, not pass it up, and the fact that it's going to change your life no matter where you are in your walk. Okay, so today when you sit down, what we tend to do is make a little nest. So maybe we've got some Kleenex, and maybe we have a water bottle, and maybe we've got a pen and a pad, or a planner, or a book that we're reading, or our slippers, or a throw. And we've got this little nest. And when we get up, we tend to walk away from our nest. Let's not do that today. Take a moment to fold your throw and put it back. Take a moment to put the slippers on your feet. Take a moment to pick the book up and put it where it goes, etc. Okay? All right, so that's what it is today. Clutter stop 3 times a day, morning, evening, and nighttime. So if you can think One of the best times for me to do a clutter stop, if you have a lot of children or some children or a messy spouse or whatever, you're going to do it 3 times a day. So I would say around breakfast time, around lunchtime, or if you work when you get home from work, and around bedtime. Now, if you don't have a very messy household, then you can do it twice. Now, Larry and I, my husband, Mr. B, and I are pretty neat, and we've been doing this process for most of our married life. We've been married 47 years. So I would say since probably 30 years I've been doing this, because I followed the Sidetracked Home Executives in the 80s. So however long that is, 40 years, 30, I don't know, in the 80s, 82, since 82. So however long that is, that's how long I've been doing this. And it's still something that I can benefit from. See, I just sat right here and I pulled this feather out of my pillow that I have next to me. I saw it sticking out and I pulled it and I set it on my table. Now, when I get up, that has to go in the garbage. I don't want to just leave it there to have it blow on the floor and then be part of the floor. That's not going to happen. It's going to go in the garbage. So pick it up, don't pass it up. Do clutter stops twice a day. This is going to help you from having clutter build in your house. And the one thing that I say often is that the mother's clutter is the most magnetic. So if you leave something laying out as the woman of the household, as the CEO, you're setting a really great example for everyone else to do the same. And so that magnetic clutter is going to draw everyone else's, and then you're going to have a mess. If you pick it up as you go, if you do clutter stops 3 times a day, 2 times if it's not such a messy household, you're going to see a huge difference in the streamlined nature of your home. So today, practice clutter stops. Clutter is no fun. Practice clutter stops. Get it under control. It's not something that's going to happen forever and forever and forever. You're going to get less and less cluttery over time because you're going to train yourself not to leave it. So you're not always going to, oh, I've always been a mess. Oh, I'm a hot mess. You know, oh, I leave a trail wherever I go. Stop telling yourself those things. That is not helpful, and it's not going to change your situation. Instead, you say, you know what? I pick it up. I don't pass it up. I am not going to let clutter define my home. I'm going to get this done easily in 2 seconds, 20 seconds, or 2 minutes. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you always remember to be beautiful because you are beautiful.